My primary obsession, I would say, is being on the water in a canoe, or a kayak for that matter, but it started with a canoe, and I'd say that's my primary, you might call it an obsession. I remember when I moved here, I was in my truck and Kristen was in her van, but she kept filling my head with, there's lots of parks and all the water and all the green and all the trees and everything like that. But she somehow or another, and for whatever reason, brought me into town, and she was in front of me in her van, brought me into town on East Washington Avenue from the highway. But all I saw was concrete and shopping malls, and I was really pretty disturbed. And sure enough, she was right, of course. What attracted me to the city was only one thing. It was the water. And it turns out it has lots of water and lots of parks, and is a pretty cool city in and of itself. I was already 30 years old before I really got into boats. I was very heavily into backpacking. But what got me into paddling was working in Yellowstone National Park, where I worked for 4 years. And somehow or another, I looked in the newspaper and I found a garage sale that listed a canoe. It was $20. And I bought it and thought to myself, well, I just saved $280. And I drugged that back to Yellowstone, back to Grant Village, back to Yellowstone Lake. I was instantly addicted. I would go, I parked it down right on the lake shore. I'd get up early in the morning and go for sunrise paddles on the lake. The weather doesn't really matter for me. And in fact, that's what's so exciting about being on the water, is everything's different every day. And wintertime paddling is spectacular. Sometimes I'll need an ice axe to pull myself into open water. But as far as the air temperature, I'm pretty indifferent than that. It's such a different scene during the winter too. The snow on the banks and the water is an incredible color of black against the white of the snow. It is something that you can't match any other time of year. And this is really true with me. I feel like I'm in the moment. And the moment is looking around, checking out things, seeing the waves. So do I think about world hunger and problems and finances and bill paying and jobs? Never. And never have. Anywhere in Lake Superior is a special favorite of mine. And we go there as a family every year and bring a canoe along, and my wife brings her kayak along. And that would have to be my favorite spot in the universe. Now that said, we've lived in Madison for over 20 years now, and I have to say that I never get tired of seeing what's along the shore, or paddling out to the middle, or making a crossing on Lake Monona or Mendota. Seeing the seasons change and the sky change, and paddling at night, paddling in the morning, paddling in the afternoon. So yeah, canoes is a way of life with me, and I had no idea I'd be hooked so quick with it, but it took that piece of junk canoe up in Yellowstone to convince me that this is the way I want to go. Hey Bethany.
Must have been great out there.
It's beautiful. As always.